Okay, guys, I think we're live. Hello, Sarah, my dear. I love you so much. I'm going to turn this down a bit and come back. Lots of energy today. That's good because you must have all of mine. Don't have much today. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome in. Jennifer, you are on the wheel this week, this month. And I am a bit discombobulated today, so I'm going to say apologies to the three of you. Because Shirley Bain just came in. I'm just finishing up the other ear. We're going to put together the giraffe today. And there's my Nino. Are you working today, buddy? Good morning, sweet abuela. Happy Sunday at work. Just wanted to swing in and say hello and do a quick drive-by hug. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's nothing better than a panda hug. Thank you. Thank you, Nino. And Bonnie's here. Don't forget to leave some DNA, Nino. And Dolly's here. Oh, what's going on? You guys can hear me, right? Yeah. And audio. Okay, so we should be okay. You can hear me. All right. Good, 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 good. You know, I have trouble with that. I can't hear, so I can hear. I just don't hear well. We're going to put together the giraffe today, and then I am through with animals for a while. I want to work on some blankets, maybe some baby blankets. And of course, the first one I want to do is the Somebunny in the Meadow blanket. And I don't know if Christine will come in today, but Christine Abrams is the one who I thought up the idea and she wrote the pattern for me, basically. She worked it all out and made sure everything that I wanted to do was doable. She's just the sweetest person. If you don't know Christine Abrams, you need to go over to her channel. She's just a doll. And there's my Michael. And how's come I don't know why I am switching off. It's going to bubbles. Tia, welcome in. Okay, Bonnie made the gumball Afghan. I'm gonna take a break. I have to make a Taylor Swift dress for my Olivia, who just has to have it, of course. I am excited about the Somebunny blanket too, Sarah. I don't think it makes any difference, although I will tell you this. I think unless you use a flecked or a speckled, or what do they call that other thing? Tweed, it's got the bits in it. I would use a solid. I would recommend a solid. It's going to show up the pattern better. Be my light crochet. Why is this doing this? I'm wondering. Okay, some of you techies in there, after this has been on for a while, it goes to a blank screen with bubbles in it, like I'm not doing anything. So I'm not sure what's the matter. I have it on comments and I have it on live screen. Don't need to do anything. I am live. Okay, Shirley and Easy, I've got the colors ordered. Oh, it is an easy blanket. To my best. I meant to my best. I cried. Of course, it's got to be the same color. Oh, the Taylor Swift dress. Got it. She watches somebody's slideshow. Yes, when it comes out, look for her panda. Today is the day that we're going to do this slideshow of all of the items that have been made and sent in to Sunita. She's made up a slideshow for us and she's made up a wheel. So we're going to pick a winner off of that wheel. So if you weren't able to get a Somebunny or somebody or a blanket or things that we've worked on this channel, if you've not been able to do those things and get them to Sunita in the time for the June slideshow, be sure and do them up and get them in for July so that you can get on the wheel and you can win a prize, whatever the prize may be. There's my Samantha. Hello, Samantha. Oh, Dolly, are you making one too? Be My Light Crochet. That's Pat. Welcome, Pat. Cliff had a live last night. I missed that one too. And Joan is here. And Angela sent another to her. He's red. Did you send my bunny out, Dawn? Oh, Samantha, remember we talked about that. Dawn is doing a lot of things and being up on a lot of panels, and she may not have the time to just sit and crochet. So you have to be patient with her, please. Cece Angel, welcome. And there's Rosie. Welcome in, Moon Rose. Oh, Dolly, that sounds like fun. Did I go anywhere yesterday? Yes, I did. I did go yesterday. And I think the only thing that I got was, I had Elmo take me up to the, calm down, Diana, it's okay. I had Elmo take me to Walmart yesterday. I wanted to go to the dollar store, but he needed to get gas in the van. So we went to Walmart to get gas, and I said, we'll just go in here and see if they have it. I needed to get some more little paper bags with the handles for people that Sunita, why is that doing that? Every once in a while it blips out and I get bubbles. Does it blip out on your end? Anyway, I went in and I found the bags.
No, it's not. You're fine.
Okay, the next time it does it, I'll ask you what you see because it's not right on my end.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Okay. So I think that's all I got yesterday was the bags. Oh, and I had finished the little white bunny with the pink flecks on it. This yarn. I love this yarn. Well, you're not going to be able to see it well. It's got the pink flecks in it. It's an I love this yarn. And I made a bunny for one of the servers up at Bob Evans. Her name is Vidalia, which is, can you see now? What do you see, Sunita? What do you see?
I see you.
You see
What?
me?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Got your hand up? Up, up,
Ah,
up.
wow. Why is it doing that, I wonder?
I wonder if your screen is going out.
I'm going to turn that off and see if that. I have some music running from Held On Music. I had it running in the background, and I wonder if that's what's flipping the screen to black with bubbles.
It could
There's
be.
Rita.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of the WalMarts, as I understand, have the what's their other Main Street? Is that their other yarn? Anyway, they have cakes and halo cakes, and I have been popping in once in a while whenever I'm out to see if my Walmart has it, but they didn't. So I just got the bags. Nisi, my love, welcome in. And there's Joan. Usually the bubbles means the screensavers come on, but I know, and I don't know why the screensaver would come on and then I be still on so you can see me. So it must have been the other channel. We'll see. We'll see if it may be that. I'm so glad y'all are in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't even give out the welcome. I was off my game today. I'm excited and I'm out of energy all at the same time, and I can never can figure that out. Um,
You did go mute
I did go mute.
for a second.
Oh, okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're
Well, I
back.
must be back. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not touching anything and I'm not moving anything today. So we'll see what happens. Welcome to Miss C's cottage, home of the Somebunny. I am Miss C. Come in, kick off your shoes, and leave your worries at the door. If you want to take them with you when you leave, fine. Otherwise, I'll just sweep them up and we'll throw them out in the trash. I think Elmo's going to burn. We've had some really good rain the last couple of days, so I think he's going to burn. So I'll just throw all your worries and troubles out, and he can take them out to the burn pile and burn them. Melanie J. And Don P is here. Hello, hello. It's me, Sam. Hello, Sam. Oh, you have to have them in before the last day because Sunita has to make it up, and the drawing is on the last day, so you have to have them in before the last day.
I put the banner on the screen so they have the directions.
Oh, okay. Is that the one I was supposed to put up?
I put it up for you. Don't worry about it.
You are so good to me, Sunita. I'm going to adopt you.
Samantha, it's on the screen. Please read the screen.
Samantha, it's up on the screen. Looks like Sunita backwards.
Yeah.
We need to do a burn. We usually wait, Dawn, until after a good rain, and we have had maybe 3 days of soaking rain straight. I love it when the rain comes straight down. It just waters everything, and God puts in it all of the stuff that the flowers need. And after 3 days, my walled garden is just beautiful. I'm going to have to take a picture and show all of you the walled garden that Elmo built for us here at the home. It is just simply gorgeous. And Susan Burke is here. And Lulu. Hello, Luann. How are you today? No, Samantha, you cannot send an old bunny next month, sweetheart. It has to be something that we are working on during the month. So if you made a zebra or a panda or a, let's see, what did we do in June? Let's see what we did in June.
Just to clarify, everybody, when you send your picture, I can't see the date of when that picture was taken. So only send what you have made for that month.
Exactly. So it would be the giraffe, or if you did the gumball blanket, that was out there too,
Yes. Or bunnies to
or
go
a
with.
bunny,
Yeah.
or a bunny. Always, you can always make a bunny every month. Make a bunny and send that bunny picture in. But if we've made Shirley says she's made two bunnies and a giraffe, so that would get her three picks on the wheel
Yeah,
if
but
they've all come in.
I only got
Pardon
one
me?
bunny. I only got one
Only
bunny.
one? Okay. You have to send your pictures to Sanita, or it doesn't count. And you guys, you've worked so hard. You need to get them in. There's Terry. Samantha, the bunny will only count, sweetheart, if you made it during the month of June.
For
If you
July.
didn't, all bets are off. In July, you can start sending your finished some bunnies or whatever project we're working on in July. We're going to be working on the Somebunny in the Meadow blanket and the gumball blanket. So if you've made one of those three, if you make one of those three in July, then you can send a picture to Sanita. She will put them on the wheel for the end of July. I hope that's clear.
Very clear.
The crazy poppy lady's here. Hello.
Hi, Poppy.
And that girl is flipping. Wait, I wrote it down because it was so stinking funny. Poppy, what's your last name? I've forgotten.
I think Poppy doesn't like to be called by her first name. She'd prefer Poppy.
Right, right. I won't give it, but I just need to know her last name, or just give me the first letter of your last name, Poppy, so I can look you up in my book because I have it written down.
She said lady.
Lady. Okay, let's look under L.
It's the
Oh, you
W.
silly thing, Poppy lady. I didn't get it. Right over my right over my head. All right, let's see.
It's W.
Well, then you're not in the book, but you said one day that you were flipping something wonky, or I don't know, but I loved it, so I wrote it down. My bad. Is Ravina here? Welcome in, Ravina. I'm so glad all of you guys spend your Sunday afternoons with me. It's just, I've always wanted my children to come home on Sunday and have dinner with me, and here you are.
Breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah, it's just kind of brunch with all the muffins and the good stuff that we have. Okay, today, guys, we are. Have I forgotten anything, Sanita, so far?
No. You're just gonna show them how to sew the pieces together. But I think
Right,
those that
right.
have been here since January kind of know how to put the pieces together. But you can definitely show those that haven't been here. And I'm gonna drop down.
Okay, don't go too far.
I won't. I'll be in the background.
Okay, she's my right hand. Dopey, dafty, and all those other cheeky words. I love your words. Okay, this is row 5, 6. Okay, we are doing a giraffe this month, and we have done all of the body parts. And today we're going to assemble this giraffe and be done with him. He's I've tried him in a couple different yarns, and some days my hands are just I just can't do it. So today I have together all of the body parts for a normal sized giraffe. I'm just finishing up an ear here is what I'm lagging. Scrimshaw, are you in another part of the country? Ravina, welcome in, Ravina. Well, I'm glad you did, Scrimshaw. Yes, you can, Samantha. It'll be hard, but you can. All right, I have 3 more stitches and we'll start putting this little guy together. So assemble all of your parts, please. You will need your head and the body. And that's what we're going to start on first. And I am going to try and flip over to the other camera without losing sound, because you know I'm very famous for that. I never got coffee. My breakfast is probably still in the microwave. Oh, well. Sherry Reynolds is here. She started a hippo. Wow. You have the book, though, right, Sherry? Luann, they are so simple. The only new thing, if you're a crocheter, the only new thing that you have to try is crocheting in the round. And what I do is, well, wouldn't you know, I don't. Well, here, I've got this one. When I crochet in the round, I use a piece of yarn for my row marker. So I flip it out or flip it back in each row so I know where the row starts and where the row ends. But you just keep going round and round and round and round. The only difference is that you mark your rows. So you start out with a magic circle and 6 single crochets. You increase it to 12, 18, and then you do 18 up, and then you go back to 12, and then you just do 12 all the way up to, I think we did 30 stitches on the giraffe legs, because giraffes are pretty darn tall. All right, Sanita. Go get your coffee. Get me one too, would you please? Because I'm out. My cup is empty. All right, so we're going to need the body. Oh, I had it right here in the body. See this? See the row markers? Here's my row marker. Now, I don't like how this body came out, and I think next time I do a giraffe, which is probably going to be not till next year, yeah, I think it's easier with the yarn, the row markers with the yarn, rather than trying to do. I'm not a big fond user of stitch markers when it comes to crochet, unless I'm crocheting flat, and then I use them for count. But I do like the row markers. But if you can see, we come out here to 48, and then we do our decrease to 40, and then we do a decrease, and then we do another decrease, and then we do another decrease. I don't like this. And so it occurred to me halfway through this thing that on the ears of the bunnies, let me grab a bunny ear here. Nope, that's a leg. There's an ear. On the bunny ears, we do decreases, and we do a similar thing. We start out with 6, 12, 18, 24, and then we do 24 up until we've got 10 rows. And then at 10 rows, we go back to 18 stitches. So you've got 18 for a few rows. And then 11 is 18. No, yeah, 11 is 18, 12 is 18, 13 starts the odd numbered rows, and they are decrease rows. And so because we have 18 stitches, half of 18 is 9. And to decrease takes 2, so we go 7 stitches and a decrease. 7 stitches and a decrease. Flip it to the inside, which makes it an even row, and we do the would be 16 stitches. The next row is an odd row, so we go 6 and decrease, 6 and decrease, and then an even row, and then 5 and decrease, and 5 and decrease, and then an even row, and then 4 and decrease, and 4 and decrease until we're up here at 3 and decrease. And look how nice and smooth that makes that ear. So why couldn't we do the same thing with this? Instead of making a big decrease here, just start the increase here and increase or decrease by 2 and an even round, and decrease by 2 and an even round, and decrease by 2. That takes the 6 out, but you wouldn't have these lumps and bumps, and you'd still get to your amount of stitches at the end. Anyway, that's what I plan on doing next time. Hello, Zach, my man. How are you today? Oh, that's right. Today is Zach's birthday. Samantha, it's probably there and gone, sweetheart, because we did the body a long time ago. You need to keep up. All right, are you guys ready? Is Steve in here? He could play us a little bass. You ready to sing? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zach. Happy birthday to you. Awesome, awesome. I love it. Sherry, I'm going to have to get in on those Zooms. Helen is here. Welcome in, Helen. I'm so glad you came. And there's Carol and Mary King. Is Mishi here too? Melanie J. All right, we need to get this done or I'm not going to have time to do it. I'm going to take my row marker out. I don't need it anymore. And I will get the body and my head. Now I've left a string in there, and I'm just going to poke that down in, and that will kind of help to hold the head in there. All right, I'm gonna. You got one. Since Miss C is on Wednesdays, you got one. What got one? What? You're going to have some tea? Oh, thanks, dearie. Cynthia King, is your birthday today? Hugs to you and Kayla. No, Samantha. No, the bunny body is. Samantha, you know what the bunny body looks like. You've made bunnies. And the giraffe body is taller because giraffes are taller than bunnies. July 2nd. Oh, you guys are born on the tooth? No, Bonnie, they're different. They're different because the giraffe's body is really tall. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this on, and I'm going to switch you over to the. How many people are actually doing this assembly with me? Pops came in coffee. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, hands up. How many people are assembling this guy with me? Carol is. Jennifer's going to do hers later. Jennifer, I don't worry about you. You know how to put them together. Shirley's already put them. Yeah, well, you know how well that would go over, Melanie, if I yelled out, "Hey, Elmo, bring me a coffee." I think I think he'd have a heart attack in the office. All right, we're going to turn this on. I'm switching over. You need to finish the parts. Oh, you guys. And here I've been busting my backside trying to get this done, and all right, I'm switching cameras, but I am not touching anything else. Whoa, that was weird, wasn't it? All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, I've got this in, and I am going to attach the head.
Misty,
Yes, ma'am.
is there a way that you can flip the camera around? Like just spin it like 365 or 360?
Well, let's see if we can do that. Because you see my hands and not the work, right?
Right. There you go. And then
How's
move it
that?
over.
Better?
Yes, perfect.
All right.
Just move your bill so nobody sees your business.
Ah,
There, it's perfect.
stream bill, my cable bill.
Anybody wants to pay her cable bill, there's her account number.
You get a free. Well, let's see if I can get this camera. There we go. How's that?
Yep.
All right, in the head.
Go up just a little bit. Move your bunny up just a little bit. Just a tad. No, to your left. There you go.
Okay, in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
in the head, in the neck, in the head. And I'm doing the head a little bit bigger than in the neck so that it pulls that neck open a bit. Now I'm on the side where the eyes are, and I want to check and make sure that my head isn't this way or this way. I want to be sure that it's straight.
Let me see if I can fix that for. Hold on, guys.
What's happening?
I'm gonna change the camera for you so that you can be a
Okay.
little bit bigger.
Oh, you can do that? I don't have a zoom on this.
No, I can fix your. No, I think you were fine the way you were. Never mind.
I'm just going to go in twice around because I'm not happy. I'm going down to the next round of the neck and going up one round on the head so that I can pull it a little tighter.
Just
And that way it won't be so wobbly.
Yeah. Hi, Lydia.
There's Lydia. Welcome in, my dear.
Mishi wants to know what row to attach it to. Basically, just
The head,
centering. Yeah.
the head just goes on the top of the neck or the first row down on the neck so that it's going to be wobbly anyway because this neck is so narrow. This neck is so narrow that it's just going to be wobbly. I would suggest that you take a skewer. If you're going to keep it or give it to an adult, take a wooden barbecue skewer and put down the head and into the body. That will hold it. Maybe a pipe cleaner if you have a pipe cleaner, but be sure and turn the end over so that it doesn't, it won't work its way back through. I'm going to go front to back a couple times. And I'm done with the head. And next,
Thanks,
for the
Terry.
arms. She is, isn't she? I don't know what I would do without that girl. Okay, here comes an arm. I'm going to thread my needle. Oh, you know what? Let's do the feet first. That's the better thing. Let's thread a needle on a foot. All right, I am going to turn this guy upside down and stick him between my knees.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, and this is his bottom, and his head is facing me. Let's flatten this bottom down a bit. I am going to take one leg and the part that the tail is on. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, this part is going to the outside, and this part is going towards the magic circle. And you want to do like 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and line it up on the line. And you just pick up a stitch on the body and a stitch on the leg. And I just do a regular whip stitch, a stitch on the body, stitch on the leg. on that same line coming in, stitch on the body, stitch on the leg, and they line up. They match up very well. This one should be just above the magic circle, so that this last stitch comes out just below the magic circle. And I'm going to do a double stitch there. I'm going to go back in to each one of those stitches that I've made and reinforce that leg. And when I get to the other end, I'm going to come over here and pick up one stitch here. And back into the leg, and that secures that. And then I'm going to hang on to that leg and run my needle right up the stitches, and then over one and back down that first row of stitches, and make sure that you don't see the needle through there, because if you're getting this, something that looks like that, well, I don't know if you can see real well with, can you? Yes, there you can see. If you can see your needle and you're missing stitches, you need to come back out and go back through so that you don't see any of your needle on either side. And then you know you're in the center of those stitches. Your thread is secured. You can remove your needle and clip the yarn. Okay, I'm going to reposition him. And we're going to put on the other leg. Now, because we did this at a what do they call it? Like a 90? No. I don't know. We've got a Y here. Straight up the front. And you can see where this one is. So we're just going to lay that right there alongside of that.
The Missy is talking. Listen to her, please.
Okay. And we're just going to go right along that 1/3 line and pick up stitches. I'm going to have to do something about my lighting. This yarn does not show up very well in this lighting, does it? I apologize for that. Okay, we're going to come up right next to the magic circle, which means I'm going to turn him and pick up a stitch just below the magic circle and secure that edge. And then I'm going to go right back into my stitches. One in the body, one in the leg. One in the body, one in the leg. One in the body, and that end stitch, I'm going to pick that leg up and I'm going to go through those stitches, this row of stitches, and make sure that I don't have anything showing here. Come to the center. Now turn my needle around and go through that very first row of stitches, right up the center of that, and double check and make sure I don't have anything sticking out there and that it's all nice and tight. And then I'll clip that yarn. And Mr. Giraffe has his legs. There he is. Legs. Okay, you guys know how to put the arms on. I will show you where I would put the arms, and then we're going to work on the head. Can I trouble you, Mr. Elmo, to get me a cup of coffee, please? 1 scoop of creamer. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Just got the signal that Mr. Elmo's going out to the barn, so he's going to go out and work on his trains. And he's going to get me a cup of coffee. All right, on this body, we've done a decrease and the second decrease, and then we come up here and we do another decrease. And I want to do it below that, because if you can see these stitches, when you start to decrease up here, they get really big, and I don't want them that big. So I'm going to come down to 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 rows. And well, this is not good yarn, is it? All right, I'm going to make sure that the head, where the flat part of the head is where I'm going to put my arm. Thank you very much. Really, the cat brush?
Tail.
The cat tail? Thank you.
See you later.
All right, have fun out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, okay. He's not going to the train room. He's going to help his son today. Forgotten about that. All right, I'm going into the 5th row, coming out the 6th, and into the arm. Into the 5th row, coming out the 6th, and into the stitch on the arm. It's just a whip stitch. And I'm just going to see how that's doing. I don't like that. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Is it hard to see on your end? Because we can see it clear.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good.
Well, at least I can. I don't know about anybody else.
Well, if you can see it, I'm happy. Trains are my happy place. Oh, really, Luann? Elmo has an HO layout out in a special train room. I'm going right back in those holes, and I'm going to fill them up with that yarn, and coming out the stitch on the arm, back in that hole and coming out there. Oops, coming out. I want to get that. Well, I'll do it this way. I'll just go in this way and get it. More than one way to skin a cat, my mom used to say. Of course, she never did skin a cat, but all right, we're going to go in this row of stitches. And back the first row of stitches. And I'm going to get those last 2 stitches because I don't like it to come out on top. There we go. All right, and that is the arms. And just do the arm on the other side. And you're all set. There's his little arm. Now, this is the interesting part. I am actually going to put on the ears, and then I will put on the ossicones. Now, I found the ears to be kind of longer on one side than on the other. So I'm going to take this longer side and put it to the back. Well, come on. You'd think this was alive. Well, first of all, I know why it's flipping out, because it's not on a needle yet. So thread my needle, and I'm going to put this towards, well, you don't need to see my knees anymore. I'm going to put this part at the back of the head, and where the head comes up and around will fit better that way. So when you go to do it, I would say over the eye, back from the eye, kind of like that. And I'm just going to lay it flat, and so I can get this first stitch in. All right, and then I'm going to turn his head and catch those 9 stitches that you started out with. Now I'm up here to, I've laid it flat, and I'm about in the 1/4 of the way through. So I'll open this up, and I'm going to pinch this a bit and hold it with my thumb so that I can get a round ear. I don't want his ears to be flat. So I'll pick up a stitch on the head and a stitch on the ear. And now I can move this ear back and catch these front stitches. Oops. It's the only thing about big-eyed needles, the yarn goes in really nice, but it also comes out really nice. Okay, and then we're going to finish off on this 4th by picking up these stitches. Oops, not the top of the ear, Diana. And I think our last stitch right here. And then I'm going to go back in and come back out in that first stitch. And I'm going to give it another stitch. And I'm going to pull it tight. And I'm going to, well, I'll fix you. I'll just get a crochet hook, come out here to the middle of the head. I'll go over in that last stitch. Grab that yarn in my crochet hook and just pull it through to the middle of the head. And he has an ear. We're going to do the ear on the other side just the same, except I didn't leave a long enough tail. And if you don't like sewing, guess what? You can crochet this ear on, which will save a bunch of people a lot of grief. Now, I'm just going to cut off a strand of yarn, and I'm going to knot it right over left, left over right. Pull it tight, and it's not going anywhere, okay? I'm going to tuck these ends in to the ear, since they're not going to bother anything. And we'll thread our needle, pinch it, Pull the yarn through. And we are good to go on the other ear. Whoops, there's that nasty leg again. Woohoo! Sunita's got some music when I think it's the winter's music. I'm not really sure now. She can tell you what it is, but it sounds like you should get your feather boa out and oil up the pole. And that music is, whew, get you moving, I'll tell you. All right, we're going to put these ears out evenly on his head and make sure that you're going to start stitching on the same row that you did the last one. Otherwise, one ear is going to be forward and one ear will be backwards. And you don't want that. And now I can tuck this knot up inside, make sure it's there, safe, and come up and grab a stitch. Grab a stitch. And those knots are inside. Now I'm going to come over here and grab this stitch. And we're at the 1/4 mark. So we can open this up and we're going to see where this other one comes up. Follow this line along and it should come out to this row. So I'm going to hold it right there on that row while I stitch these up.
Can you move up just a little bit? There you go. Perfect.
Whoa, I didn't want to do that. Wait, I have to take this out. Sorry about that, guys. This has to come out of here. What do I have? There we go. Let's start this over. I caught a stitch up on in the middle of the ear. All right, let me redo this. All right, let's try this again.
Perfect. You saw that you were back there and then you moved it up. Good job.
Working on it. All right, then this stitch in the front is the one that we want on the same row. The same row. So we'll go in here and pick up the front stitch. Okay, and then we can just finish this off. It should be about, I don't know, 8 or 9 stitches. And we'll do this last quarter. Back to the back stitch. And out the back. And then, like before, I'm going to take one more stitch in the back to secure it. And then we can go in the head and come out anywhere in the back. Don't wrap it around his ears unless you want to give him a gold earring. All right, and you just pull this a little taut, and when you let go, that end pops right back into his head, and you do not see it. And there he is with his ears. Boop, 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 boop. There he is. Oh, he's cute. All right, now these ossicles. I call them ossicles. They're ossicones is what they're called. And somebody out in Texas, was it Shirley Bain, said, I live in Texas. Out here, we call them horns. All right, this is the ends of the ossicone. I'm going to try and stuff them back in there. Which you can if you want to, or if you don't want to, cut the darn things off, I say. And there we go. Okay. The ossicones have just a tad bit of stuffing in the first row of stitching. I think it's because there's a decrease from here to here. And so this is maybe like bigger on the end. So you stuff a little bit of stuffing in it. I don't know how much it really matters, but the ossicones go, you know what, I think I have to lift this up. Let me see if this will. Wouldn't you know, I tightened it down. And now it doesn't. Oh, there it goes. I'll put it up this high. That might make it a little easier. I have here in my hand a beautiful forget-me-not. It is one that Sunita showed me how to make, complete with leaves. And I keep it right up here on top of my post so that I don't forget her.
I love it.
And then I liked it so much that I got my thread out and I made one out of thread. But the stem, I made it wider and then did a chain and put a tassel on it. So it winds up being a bookmark. And I just love this. My sister had a baby 1970, so it would be what, 54? If you were born in 1970, would you be 54? He would be 54, but he was born on Good Friday and he died on Easter Sunday. So she planted forget-me-nots on his grave. And she also brought some home and planted them in her garden so that she would never forget little Gerald. And so I have a special affinity for forget-me-nots. Okay, moving right along. We're going to do his ossicones or his horns. And they're going to go between the ears, in front of the ear. Not in front of the ear, but in front of the ear line. They're going to go in front of that line, and the ear is behind that line on his head, just to the inside of the ear. And you've only got, I think, only got 6 stitches to worry about. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I am going to secure it in the back. I'm not going to go around it with 2. And then I'm going to stick my needle in and come out at the back of the head like before. Scissors. Oh, what have I done with my scissors? Oh, they're on the floor. Snip. That's a nice long piece. I can use this piece for a row marker on a dark colored something. So there's one ossicone. Here's the other one.
Good. Sally's asking if we made a mane and a tail for the giraffe. I don't think we did, right?
We did a tail, but we didn't do a mane.
Oh, we did do a tail? I missed it.
We have not done the tail yet, but we will put a tail on him. But I did not put a mane on him. If you choose to, you can do it just like you did the zebra, but not as much. All right, and this one's going to go same spot on the other side. This is a really friendly ear. It likes to say hello to the yarn each time around. 1, 2. 3. See what I'm saying? Get off there. 4. We're going to come up to this row and make sure that the next stitch goes through that row so they're even. That's 5. And here is 6 on the other side. Okay, and I'm going to go back into that back one and do 1 stitch in the back. I'm going to go in and come out the back of the head and clip that yarn. And there he is with his ossicles, ossicones. What do you think, guys? Now I only have 1 arm on him. Okay, the tail. The tail says, before I go doing anything else, I need a sip of coffee. I don't want it to get cold. This is the book, and this is the giraffe in the book. Now, they used 1, 2, 3 colors. 1, 2, 3, and the body is a combination of the other 2. I chose not to do that. It's just too complicated. My bunnies are simple love, and I want my Somebunnies to be simply love also. So I used a variegated. I think I've shown you this one. It's a variegated also. That was my giraffe yarn. And then I added some darker yarn to it and started another leg. And I don't think I liked it as well. Maybe if I had a pair of giraffes next to each other, it wouldn't be too bad. But I think this to me looks more like a giraffe than this does. Although I have seen some darker reticulated, is that what they call them? There are 2 different kinds of giraffes that come from 2 different areas, and they're both beautiful. One is usually larger than the other and darker in color. So according to the book, and we're going to use 4 strands of yarn held together. So let me get my yarn out. And I'm going to take 4 strands. I'm probably 24 inches long. I don't know. You want long strands. I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to cut that loop so that I have this loop on the end, the 2 loops. So there's my 4 strands of yarn. All right. I'm going to use a 6 hook. Do I have a 6 here? There's a 5.5. That'll work. Okay, I am going to make a slip knot or a knot in the end of. Oh, I don't like this. I'm going to make a slip knot. Okay, and then through this slip knot, I'm gonna do 10 single crochets. I'm going to chain 10. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I would suggest that you use this is a 5.5. Use a 7 or an 8 hook. It probably would be even easier. All right, then I'm going to pull this through the last stitch so that it will lock itself right there. And then the book says, work 5 12-inch loops into the end in dark. Now, I'm done with this. I have 4 strands right here that are lovely. And I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Look at there. 12. And then I'm going to tie it right back into, I'm going to pull it, and I'm going to tie it right here. Right over left. Left over right. That is not coming out, folks. That is not coming out. So I'm going to clip this off to about 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to do the same thing with the next few strands. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm pulling that one through at 10. And I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go same time I did before, right over left. And left over right. Oops, forgot to go in the hole. Let's see, let's try this again. Right over left. And left over right. There we go. That makes a good knot. Clip that off. It's not going anywhere. And I'll do the same thing with the other two. And that will be his tail with those other two chains. And I'm going to flip it over because I like this side, the looks of this side better than the lumps. If you want the lumps, you can put the lumps up. If you don't, you can do this. And I'm going to go down from the center of his head. Go right down the center of his back until you get to the bottom. And you can see where the line comes up from the magic circle. Comes up. And I would say right about there. And I am going to take, oh, what about that piece that we kept for, yeah, we kept this piece because it was nice and long. I'm just going to run this through. Make a slip knot. And I am going to go from the middle of his back. I'm going to go over one and up one. And then I'm going to pull this piece through the 3 stitches and out. And then I'm going to go in this 3rd stitch come out on this first stitch where this is and pull this side through. Right over left, left over right. I'm going to flip his tail up and do the same thing. Right over left. Oh, you can't see. Right over left. Left over right. And then I'm going to clip that off. Or if you don't feel comfortable clipping it off, you can always come down and grab those and pull them through. And that way they're secured in the body too. And there is his tail. And these will be made. There's his tail. And these will be made into loops also. Okay, I think we're done. I'm going to flip over to the other camera.
There you are.
There I are. Okay, now I can put these back in the jar. I'm moving my crochet room around. It has somehow gotten way too many things in it. And so I'm moving it around and I'm taking
while
all.
you're doing that, I will play the video for them.
Okay.
Okay.
For.
Oh, before you do that, are we still doing the blessing?
Yeah, we are. We'll do that at quarter till, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do the slideshow now. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Look at that belly. He's so cute.
I like this little guy.
Yeah, he's adorable.
He's handicapped at this point, but
well, you can put the other arm on when the video is playing. Or whenever.
I'll put it on later.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's play the video and spin the wheel for all of those people who took the time to make a Somebunny and or a blanket.
Ready?
You like it, Dory? Dory's here. All right, Sunita, I'll be quiet. Go. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Sunita, for making that up for me. Welcome in, Michelle M. And Jennifer Rivenberg. Welcome in. And JoJo's here. You guys snuck in whilst I was working on a giraffe. All right. We are going to spin the wheel and see who won. What did they win?
I think you're going to give them a mug.
A mug. Oh, I'm so glad you thought of that. Let me go and get one. So they're right here in the cottage. You win a Miss C's Cottage mug. Hold on.
Hi, everybody.
All right, I got it. I had to go out to the kitchen to get it because I used it and it went through the washer.
Oh, let me make you big.
Okay, there we are. This is the win for the day. Excuse me. Pardon me. That coffee's not going down right. All right. Let's spin the wheel and see who's won Miss C's Cottage Cup today.
Ready?
Ready. And the winner is Niecy. Niecy, that blanket came out so beautiful.
That's a whole
Niecy got two names on the wheel because she made a blanket and a bunny. So,
yes.
all right. Niecy, you've got, well, I like this. You've got 24 hours, but I'll make it 48. You've got 2 days to get me your address and so that I can send you out your mug. In fact, if you do it today, I'll mail it out tomorrow because I'm going to get Elmo to take me to the post office so I can mail out all of June's stuff. So congratulations, Niecy. All right, so we're starting a new month tomorrow. Next Sunday will be the first Sunday in July, and we're going to be working on the Somebunny in the Meadow blanket.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one that Olga Poltava made, and she has a pattern row, 2 rows of solid, and another pattern row. I chose not to do that. When I asked her if I could use her concept, change it to make it mine, and she said, by all means, go ahead. So my blanket is the pattern 4 rows in the pattern.
Take this down.
To make it a little more simple, and it is just simply double crochet, and we're going to start that next week, Sunday. So if you would like to be entered on Sanita's famous Wheel of Cups, then please, when you work on your gumball blanket or the Somebunny in the Meadow blanket, or you make a Somebunny for July, send those pictures to Sanita. She'll put them on the wheel like she did this month, and we'll spin for another cup. Yep, there's the info. I have not worked on my gumball blanket. I have not done anything on it since last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I need to frog it because these are not lining up with these. So I've miscounted somewhere, and I'm very famous for that. So I need to frog it, which is why I haven't done anything. But it is a very, very pretty blanket. And like Bonnie said, it's really easy to do. It's just double crochets and chains. So Elma, welcome in.
Hey, Alma.
I'm so glad you came. I'd use a fork if you use a dough hook, it may overwork it. I don't think you can make the gumball blanket with a fork.
No, she's talking to Bonnie about her pie crust.
I know.
Hi, Jennifer.
I just used my fingers. Okay, so Nisi, a cup goes out to you. Now, the next thing we do is let's make a yarn deal. Well, but we call it pick your blessing. We call it pick your blessing. It's a game that I ask uh, Crochet Creations by Christy if I could borrow her game because it's such a fun game.
Yeah.
And she said, yes, go ahead. So we picked out a name. Michelle M. picked out the name Pick Your Blessing. And she won the first Pick Your Blessing skein of yarn. And every Sunday, we like to play the game. And here's how it works. You put in that when Sanita says start, then you say again.
So when the word pops up on the screen.
Oh, she is going to give us the magic word. And when that word pops up in the chat, then you write that word. You write a color name and a weight of yarn. So you need to have 3 things written after your name. The word that she gives us, the color you would choose, and the weight of yarn. And to the best of my ability, if you are chosen as the winner, I will go to the yarn wall and I will pick out a couple choices for you. And you can choose which of those yarns you would like to have, and I will mail it off to you. Bonnie, you know what? They don't get the frozen ones. Get the fresh ones in the box, and all you have to do is roll them out and put them in the pan, and they're done. There's no fuss, no muss. Or KK, just buy the darn pie and stick it in the oven.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so get your fingers ready to type the secret word that Sanita gives us, the color you'd like, and the weight of yarn you'd like. And I'm going to drink my coffee.
That's how you spell it. Hopefully it's spelled right.
If you spelled it wrong, well, I'll spell it wrong.
Well, okay. I won't put it up just yet.
And I'm here to share the love. I'm glad, Dolly. I love it when you come in. It brightens the screen.
Hi, Don.
Tomorrow, Tuesday. You got the word?
I got the word.
Okay.
But we still got like 10 minutes.
Let's do it now.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Making a chicken pot pie. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Appreciate. All right. When I say go, write appreciate, a color, and a weight. On your mark, get set, go.
Yeah.
Go. Appreciate a beige 4. Bonnie's not going to play. That's fine. Appreciate a yellow 3. I think Sarah wanted a yellow 3 last week.
Mm-hmm.
A teal 2. A turquoise 4. A variegated. Dolly's not playing. Let's see, she's using mashed potatoes for chicken pot pie, like what do they call that? A shepherd's pie? When you use mashed potatoes for your topping?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
A yellow stripe, a coral 3 or 4. Ooh, you guys are getting a variegated 4. Variegated 4. 4-weight blue. A pink 2. Ooh, Dolly. Okay. A purple 4. Mashed potatoes first, then the pot pie. Mixture done. Pie crust. Ah ha ha. Oh, so you're putting a pie crust in the pan and then putting your pot pie in it. No, you're putting mashed potatoes in the pan, the pot pie over it, and then a real pie crust.
Right.
Zach, you live in the United States.
No, he's in Canada.
Oh, is he in Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Well, go ahead. I got to peel potatoes now.
You tell me what.
Okay, you're running out of time, people. Adele is here.
Hi, Adele.
Been hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, I need to make you a bush video.
Yes, you do. Lurking in the bushes with 2 big eyeballs. Don't you have something that's got a telescope or binoculars or something?
I can find something. Yeah.
I think that would be fun. Yeah, I'm going to be there too, KK. Oh, I gave you a choice between yarn or a bunny, and you picked a bunny. Okay. Did you get it yet?
Did she win last week? They're still coming through.
Okay, I hope everybody's got their stuff in because
We're going to go and pick.
we're stopping. We're stopping.
There's 22 entries. So ready, set,
22.
go.
And how many people are in the chat?
52.
Really? Wow, that's a good bunch of people today.
Steve!
Steve! I didn't even know you were here, buddy. All right, Steve, you are the winner. What did you put? The scraps on the floor?
Let's see.
Congratulations, Steve.
Oh, we forgot to play the video. So hold on. 1 second.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay, Steve, what did you choose?
Just some
from
lovely...
the yarn on the wall. Pardon me?
I put it on the screen. What he said.
Oh, I can't read that.
It says, appreciate just some loveliest leftover scraps of yarn from the floor, the trash, the garbage, etc. Varied from 4 to 6 up to 2 to 3 inches length. Yeah, he wants you to grab all your scraps.
Okay, that Miss C doesn't need or want. Okay. Steve, if you will Gmail me your address.
Here's her address, Steve.
I will send you some of this.
Steve's so silly. No slacking. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't you get on her case, Bonnie. I need her. I could not do this show without her. Okay, Michelle, I do have your address. I wrote it down. That's perfect, Steve. Okay, I will get it off in the mail to you. Just Gmail me your address so I can get it off. I'll get it off tomorrow. See, I figured Steve would want what was, oh wait, there's some more down here. And I think that's probably 2 inches. Oh, that's more like 3, Steve.
2 to 3
Might have a
inches.
little cat fur in it. Um, Steve comes into Christy's
Yeah. It's just
closet in the morning.
whatever's on the floor. You know what, Steve? If I did this, you would have a good option of choices because I have yarn all over the floor.
That's right. And she said she forgot, so I had to. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, I won't yell at you then. This
No,
person, I really don't yell, but I did have to say something to somebody a couple weeks ago, and I think I offended them, and they've not been back. But you know what I say? I am what I am, and that's all what I am, and I'm okay with that. And
you
if
see
you
my
have a problem with me, it's your problem. Half hood, half holy. I like that. What's the rest of it say? That means pray with me, don't play with me. I love it. I love it. Sunita is the best, always helping people. She is. She is. I couldn't do this chat without her. But I did upset somebody, and I never meant to. I didn't realize I had until they didn't show up, and I'm thinking, why aren't they showing up? And then I remembered, and I thought, well, they've got a problem.
You have Eddie. I have your address. You better email Misty because your address is probably piled up in emails.
Steve, I'm at Gmail. Misty's Cottage at gmail.com. It's not hard. Just punch in the numbers.
Letters.
Okay, we've got like 15 minutes left. What do you want to do, guys? You know what it is? Wait, I have to write this down, Steve, because I won't remember it by tomorrow. I'll have walked through the door of the cottage, walked through the door to my room, and slept. So I will not have remembered. But Steve,
she does not have a book for the pattern, but the book that she's using is I forgot the name. Menagerie. She just wants to see.
The book is called Edward's Menagerie.
I mean, made you solo. Yeah.
It is by Carrie Lord. And she started crocheting when she was pregnant when she found out she was pregnant for Edward. She wanted some things on her nursery shelf. So I have taken some of, well, you can see all the animals on the front. I have taken some of the animals from this book and made them Misty's Cottage buddies, somebodies. The giraffe and the zebra and the elephant, we did those. But they won't be the same as what's in the book. Just so you know, if you get this book, they are not the same pattern as in this book, because she makes menagerie amigurumi, and I make Somebunny and Somebody stuff. So I changed mine to make it my own. Okay, and I'm writing down here, Steve. 1, the floor scraps.
Yeah, I don't have scraps. Well, I mean, I have some scraps, but I use them as stuffing, or I make something out of them.
Adele, I love you too, sweetheart. That's what I figure, Bonnie. I didn't do it with any anger or any. I just said what needed to be said for my peace and my. This is my cottage,
No,
and it's my happy place. And if you don't, you're welcome. Anybody's welcome to come in. And I tell you, leave your worries and your troubles at the door, because I don't want them in my cottage. This is my happy place. I want you to do just like on Fridays. Come in, sit and knit. You just rest and soak up the love. That's what this place is all about. And if you want to do that, welcome, welcome in. But leave your problems at the door. They don't come through.
That's right.
All right, Steve, thank you. Now, because it's Cynthia King and Zach's birthday coming up, I think we should give away a cake. Sanita, what do you think?
Sure.
Okay, let's give away a cake. If you would like to win a cake of yarn, I will give you a choice of cakes, and you put in the chat which of the, I'll give you a choice of 3, and you put in the chat which of the 3 cakes you would like. And if you win, you will win that cake. That's right, Bonnie. My playground, my rules. If you don't like it, take your bat and go home. Okay, let me pull the 3 cakes out and so that you can take a look at them. Let's see what we have today.
I'll just entertain you until she gets back. So cute.
I probably should give you a cake that's got enough to do something with, huh? That would be nice.
That's not the word, guys. Wait for the word before you start typing.
You don't know what you want, guys, yet, because I haven't shown you.
Yeah.
Who's typing what?
They're typing happy birthday.
Oh.
They haven't seen
No,
the
you
word.
don't need. You just need to tell me what cake you'd like.
Oh, I was gonna do the StreamYard. No?
Oh. Well, then they can put cake 1, cake 2, or cake 3.
Mm-hmm.
Will that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's cake 1. It is a red heart. It's a wrap hues, 50% acrylic, 50% cotton, 623 yards. Made by Coates and Clark out of Charlotte, North Carolina. It is.
So do you want to do 3 or just 1 winner?
They have 3 to choose from. We're going to do 1 cake, 1 birthday cake, but they have 3 cakes to choose from. They can choose cake number 1.
That's pretty.
They can choose cake number 2, which is a mandala ombre.
I love that one.
Yeah. This has 344 yards. It's a number 4 weight. Oh, this one is a number 2 weight. I didn't tell you that. It's a number 2. This one is a number 4 weight. It's called Mantra. It is 100% acrylic. So pretty, so pretty. That's cake number 2. And cake
right,
number 2. Pardon me?
She's right. This is the word. Keep showing.
The third one is a Yarnspirations Karen cotton painterly cake.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. These are
All
hard
right,
to
guys.
let go of. This one is originally $12, and I did get it on a clearance sale for $5.
And Michael's, yeah.
Probably.
So type in candle 1, 2, or 3.
And this is a 4 medium, 60 cotton, 40% acrylic. This is cake number 3. Oh, candle. We were doing cake.
We were going to do cake, but there's been cake already. So,
oh, somebody didn't wait. Okay. So, do you want Oh, we did birthday last time, didn't we? All right, let me All right, I know what I need to do here. Just give me a second. All right, candle number 1. You want candle number 2 or candle number 3? All right. All right, we got to hurry through this because we only have 8 minutes left. We've been fittering away our time. Candle number 2, Steve says. Oh, good. I can flip that in there with his scraps then if he wins.
All right, guys. Zach is playing, then gifting. Okay.
That's fine. These are my yarns. I'm going to gift them to you. Once you get them, you can do whatever you want with them. And Dory wants number 3. Zach wants number 1. That's good. All right. Okay. Everybody got their numbers in? Let's roll them.
Miss Glow.
Oh, Miss Glow, you won this morning at Christie's. That's awesome. I didn't even see you come in, Gloria. Welcome in. Welcome to the cottage.
He said candle number 1.
Miss Glow, number 1. All right, you have won the number 2 weight red heart. It's a wrap Hughes.
Fancy. Just make sure you email her to claim your prize.
Please email me or Gmail me. It is on the screen. Sanita's put it up for me. If you'll email me, Gmail me today, I will get it out in the mail to you tomorrow.
Hi, Paula.
Paula Mulford's here. Paula, hello. I'm so glad you came in, Paula.
Very fun.
All right, we have had a great day today. We finished our zebra. I mean our eminently. I told you I was wonky today. I have to unwrap his tail. We finished our giraffe. I love this little guy.
His
and
head
I'm glad he's done.
Did you see mine? I went a little rogue on the ossicone because I couldn't get it.
They were really difficult to do, weren't they?
So I just attached the yarn and then I chained up and then and chained back down. But yeah.
Hey, I say whatever works. There's still as much love in that one, Sunita, as there is in this one.
I need to add a tail though because he doesn't have a tail.
Yeah, you have to add a tail.
Yeah. And so I love it. But he's not very that's a sheep. He's not very
Yeah, it is.
He looks like a hyena.
They're really skinny. They're a lot skinnier than the bunnies.
Yeah.
So I made this. I got this one done.
Aw. Oh, I like the coloring on that one.
Yeah, wait till you see this one. I really like the color on this one. If I can find its head. Woohoo! Here it is. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, it's gorgeous. I like the the speckle. What yarn is that?
This is something I got on sale when Hobby Lobby had their
Oh, the glowing yarn. I do have, but it's in green.
The glowing. Yeah, I have this one and I have this one, and I think they're Twilight Sonata and I do have two of them the same. I thought this one was different.
Yeah,
Okay.
I skipped those when I went to the clearance sale.
I'm not real fond of this yarn though. It's
very splitty.
It is kind of splitty, isn't it? Yeah, that must be what it is about it.
No,
but
it
it's coming out really pretty, really pretty. I'm very happy with it. I have this bunny.
Aww.
And then I have this bunny. This one goes to my dermatologist. She wanted something peachy. So this has got peach.
I like the gray in it.
Yeah, there's a couple shades of gray in there in a blue that's a blue gray. It's really coming out pretty. I've been happy with this one and this one are the same yarn, different colors, of course.
Yeah.
But that goes to her assistant and his wife. Because when I'm out in public, I say, "Oh, you need a bunny." Let me write your name. And Elmo
the
said,
white one was a sheep, Jennifer.
Is the white one a sheep? Yes, it is. It's a sleepy little sheepy. And I do plan on putting it all over his body. I just haven't got there yet because they're chains.
Yeah.
And it's pretty tedious to do.
That's how I made the tail.
Up a row and over one and up one and over one and up one, and oh boy.
That's how I did the tail on my bunny.
Ah, yeah. That came out cute. I like that. That's a cute one.
Yeah, this is Tanya.
I found I ordered through Lion Brand is what I did. White silver. This North Pole Yarn Company, a candy cane, and it's got silver in it.
Ooh.
I thought it would make a pretty baby blanket, but I don't know if I'm going to do a baby blanket or not. I don't know. Can you see the sparkly in it?
I see the sparkle, but it's not enough yarn.
Oh, there.
There you go.
There you can see the sparkle.
How many yards is in there?
This one has 175 yards.
Oh, wow.
But I have six of them. I figured 6 would be enough.
Not for a blanket.
A baby blanket?
Oh, yeah.
I just make baby blankets that are like 24 by 36 or 24 by 30. So I don't do anything big. I'm too old. I'm afraid I'll die before I get it finished. And I'm into instant gratification.
Right.
So I like to just do it and get it done. That makes me happy. Okay, we are out of time, and I love you all, and I'm so thankful that you all came in today, and I will get these presents off to you today or tomorrow. I will mail them off tomorrow. And maybe if you're not doing anything next Wednesday around noon, pack your lunch and come on in. I got plenty of water, and I always got coffee going. So, and we can do a Wacky Wednesday. We'll see if we get any mail this week. If not, we'll just sit and crochet.
Yeah. All right.
And then if not, I will see you next Sunday and we'll start our Some Bunny in the Meadow blanket.
Do you want
So
them to start the chain, or you just want to show them how to do it from beginning to end?
Oh, well, it is a pattern of 10 plus 7. So if you want to get your chain out, chain as long as you want in a pattern of 10 and then add 7.
Perfect.
Whatever color you want, but like I say, I suggest a
Solid, because
a solid color or something with maybe in a tweed or a speckle. But if you're going to do a stripe or something like that, your pattern may not show up as well as it would. Once you've made the first one, you can go with it. You'll know what you're working with and how you're working it, and you'll be able to do any yarn you choose. But
Right.
I would suggest that you just start out simple. And if you don't want to do a whole blanket, here's the thing. I've been learning lots of new stitches the last couple weeks, but I'm not making a blanket out of all those stitches. I've been making washcloths. I just pick up a cotton and learn the stitch and make a washcloth out of it because everybody needs washcloths. I do. Or I'll use them as a dishcloth. And I've learned the stitch and I've got something useful out of it. I haven't wasted the yarn. So if you aren't sure what yarn you want to use, pick up a cotton or a scrap and just practice the pattern until you get to where you know what you're going to do with it.
This is
okay?
where I started. I didn't like it.
Oh, you got it started? All right.
But I don't like the yarn that I chose, so I'm going to pick another yarn.
Okay. Is that a variegated, Sunita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't work with variegated. So stick with the salad or the tweed.
Yeah. I had asked Dawn Aaron's Loving Hands to dye me a yarn, and she did. She dyed a green yarn, and it had some like beige colored patches in it, and it had like a sprinkle of bright colors, yellow and purple and red and orange, to look like flowers in the meadow. And I will show you that blanket. I don't have it in here. So I will show you that next Sunday. And that's why I say if you use a fleck or a speckled or a dots or something like that, it would come out okay. But,
okay.
Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for stopping in today. God bless you and keep you. May he hold you in the palm of his hand safe, and maybe he show you. Oh, he showed me something special this morning. There was a deer outside my bedroom window that was birthing a fawn.
Wow.
It was, you could see her do her contractions, and she got up and she left. So I didn't see the birth, but what a gift. And it was, then there was another one that came through the yard and came over and just stood there for a while and then turned around and left. And I told Mr. Elmo, I said that must have been the midwife and it wasn't ready yet, so she left. She'll come back later. So I don't know what happened, but that was my gift for the week. So keep your eyes open for God's gift to you this week. And I'll see you Wednesday.
Bye.
Remember